A blessed good afternoon to everyone, and thank you for joining us for this homegoing as we celebrate the life of Evangelist, the Reverend Germaine Elaine Prescott, and her walk with the King of Glory. Mummy loved to sing, and she took every opportunity in her ministry across the Pentecostal landscape to give praise in song, be it in our house or at 404 Gates in New York, Redemption Sharp in St. Vincent, at her home church Emmanuel Pentecostal Vault Road, at churches in Sturgis, Dunscombe, Hillaby, Arch Hall or Chapman Village in St. Thomas, Lakes, St. Simons, Bawdens, Belle Plaine or Triapath in St. Andrew, Carter's in St. John, Bright Hill Christ Church, Tate Hill St. George, Lower Carlton St. James, or Pycornis St. Lucy. As long as it was God's house, Mummy was there. It was normal for us to see Mummy out of the door for church at 11 on Sundays, back by 2 to eat something quickly and be ready to go again by 3 to attend service somewhere across Barbados. Most Sunday nights ended with her, Sister Beckles, and Sister Johnson at our kitchen table talking for hours about how sweet the service was. She was married to our dad, Arthur Ticky Prescott, for 58 years, and though she only had 6 children of her own, she had countless others, nieces, nephews, cousins, and some not blood related, that she loved so much that they too called her Aunt Lane. Mummy asked God to always allow her to be able to share whatever she had, no matter how little, and because of this, there was always food for anyone who stopped by. Where there is room in the heart, there is room in the home, she would always say. So much so that a tea tray with a full tea service was always in place in our kitchen, at the ready for any visiting church friend, because, as she said, the best of everything is for God's people. We grew up hearing our mother having conversations in her room every day, her voice being the only one we could hear, and no one else could be seen. She was talking to God. The one thing that has stuck with me in her talks with God is hearing her ask Him to allow her to see her children past the worst. She told us what to do with certain things when God called. And in the early hours of Saturday morning, October 26, when the call came, I whispered in her ear as she lay at peace, "Mummy, God has heard and answered prayer. You have lived to see your children all grown. We have passed the worst. You can let go now, Mummy. We will be all right." Mummy has been our caregiver, a provider, a strong woman of faith, and for the past 20 years, since having a stroke, we were determined to be to her all that she has been to us. Mummy had a talent for dressmaking, making her first dress by unpicking an old one and cutting the pieces for a new one. Her talent developed to a stage where she was even making for brides and the entire bridal party, just as her Christian walk developed to her officiating at weddings and burials too. One Saturday, while making a dress for harvest the next day, Mummy's iron ran hot and burnt a piece clean out of the breast section of that dress. I don't have to tell people who knew her how Pressy shouted, "Lord have mercy," tapping her leg, wondering what she would tell the woman. Within minutes, the sewing scraps littered the dining table, and out came the scissors. Mummy installed a contrasting piece of fabric, and standing back, admiring the finished product, she declared, "Every spoil is a style." By the next week, she had orders for that same fashion. Mommy was many things to many people. When we heard the name Germaine, we knew immediately that it was from someone who went to school with Mommy. She was Elaine to her father, Chesterfield Papa Corbs, to her sister and brothers, except one, who always called her Germaine Elaine, even addressing letters to her from New York in his special way, Germaine Elaine Prescott. She was Aunt Elaine to her nieces and nephews and to one of her sons. Evangelist would be the call-out from church members as they approached our door on regular visits back in the day. Sister Prescott to many at churches where she sang and ministered. Pressy to close friends. Elaine or Miss Prescott to her husband or father. Mummy to her children. Grandmom to her grandchildren and great-grandchildren, and to her mother, my grandmother, Doris John Corbin, who has gone on, the special name of Laney. That special name did not leave with my grandmother, because for the past 20 years, Mummy has been my Laney. I am happy that our mother enjoyed listening to most of what I'm saying here at her birthday celebration service in August. Our Laney has been faithful to the end. Heaven came down and filled her soul with peace, and she has gone to be with the Lord. God bless you, Mummy. Germaine Elaine Prescott, wife, mother, grandmother, great-grandmother, sister, aunt, cousin, mother-in-law, sister-in-law, friend, but more importantly, and surpassing all others, a child of the King of Glory. Our family chain is broken now, and nothing seems the same. But as God calls us one by one, the chain will link again. And now to the grave we will travel. The flowers will lay them with care, but no one will know the heartache when we turn and leave you there. Rest in peace, Mommy. We will see you over in the glory land.